The hidden danger of Tinder. You might be flirting with an ISIS gang leader, a bounty hunter, a human trafficker, or a kidnapper for Pete's sake. But you couldn't possibly know this because their profile picture is a fine hottie, innocently cuddling with some cute puppy. Adrenaline-heated messages will hit your inbox, prompting you to give your location, and boom! You are a cyberbullying culprit. No, you are a cyber attack victim. Oh, you are reported missing in a few weeks. Not everyone on Tinder is who they say they are. Swipe, get matched, flirt, and date. Tinder business model is so simple yet so effective that the company is now one of the fastest growing social startups and mobile applications of all time. People use Tinder across 190 different countries, making it the most recognizable dating app worldwide. Countries with a high number of Tinder users include Germany, 84 million, the United States, 330 million, Australia, 26 million, Brazil, 220 million. With more than 75 million monthly active users, investigations reveal the dark side of the dating app, plus everything else you need to know. Tinder and toxicity. One of the major issues with dating apps like Tinder is that they are extremely photocentric. In only a matter of seconds, you have to decide whether or not you want to date them, based solely on their appearance. Some people don't even bother to read bios while they're swiping, while others don't bother to write a bio. Secondly, the act of swiping is both satisfying and extremely dehumanizing. Swiping reduces users to objects, as it truly feels like you are shopping for humans. Swiping right has become synonymous with thinking that someone is attractive, and admittedly, there is something super addicting about being able to make those quick judgments. But ultimately, this plays into the extremely appearance-centric nature of these apps. For lonely single men looking for a relationship, delete your toxic dating apps. Contemporary evidence suggests that men, especially young men, are lonelier than women. Men are increasingly turning to dating apps such as Tinder in search of romantic relationships. A 2015 study reported in Time magazine found that nearly 2/3 of Tinder users were male, and it will likely lead to fewer dating opportunities, which damages their self-confidence and encourages them to pay more. However, the most controversial element of Tinder is how it makes its money. Business model of Tinder. In 2015, the first premium subscription service was released, Tinder Plus. The two new features that the service launched were Passport and Rewind. Passport allows users to change their location to find matches with people from anywhere in the world, and Rewind gave the user the option to bring back a profile previously swiped left on. The business model of Tinder Plus is what is known as the freemium model. Users get basic features for free in order to incentivize a large number of people to use the app. Once Tinder became popular, Tinder limits what features are available in the free plan to encourage users to purchase the premium service and enhance their experience even more. Tinder brought in revenue through placing ads on its free version and limited the number of free right swipes. The additional features that Tinder Gold users can access encourage them to upgrade their subscriptions. For example, the ability to receive new top picks daily could be a selling feature for users eager to meet potential romantic matches quickly. Tinder would become not only one of the most popular apps in the store, but also one of the most profitable. As a result of the additional features and higher price point, users are incentivized to upgrade to Tinder Platinum with bonus features that subscribers in lower tiers do not receive. Messaging before matching, and having their likes prioritized over those other users could give them an edge in meeting potential matches. Tinder has been tricky with their pricing subscription. The lawsuit alleges that Tinder discriminates against individuals based on age, gender, and location, and charging people more for the exact same service. However, In other places where they hadn't been sued, Tinder continued to discriminate with their pricing. For instance, the lawsuit alleges that if a user is under the age of 30, Tinder Gold is available to them for $19 for 1 month. However, if the user is 30 or older, then Tinder Gold is available to them for $39.99 for 1 month. Meanwhile, queer women under 30 living in metro areas were charged the least, with fees costing just $6.99 a month. It is really concerning that nowhere on Tinder's website, privacy policy, or in its terms and conditions does the company say that it will charge you a different price based on your personal data. Watch out! Dark tricks Tinder uses to manipulate you. Stagnate the match. If all your matches are great, the less money they will make. Tinder uses the data of its users based on how they interact with the application. Your every swipe generates data for Tinder that they use for their business. They also know the average number of matches before someone finds a date and deletes the app. Fake notifications. Someone liked you, and then no one's there. Just fake notifications to convince you to come back. This is one of the most evil and darkest things you could expect from an app. Limited amount of discoverable profiles. Tinder often tells you that there aren't more profiles in the area you selected. They may lie to you, trying to stretch the time you spend on their app. By forcibly changing the age or distance range, you're less probable to find someone you're interested in the first place. Question: what's the worst date you've ever been on? Did it involve boring conversation and bad breath? Or did it involve you getting scammed out of $250,000? In fact, a Netflix documentary dives into the dark side of Tinder. The so-called Tinder Swindler is Shimon Hyatt, a convicted fraudster born in Israel. Hyatt used dating apps to meet multiple women, then established lines of credit and loans in their names, ultimately leaving them holding the bills. How much money did he steal? An estimated $10 million, according to the Times of Israel. Now that he's in jail, is Tinder safe? Hyatt was released from prison after only 5 months, and Tinder has confirmed that he has no known active profiles or aliases on its service. But at the end of the documentary, we see Hyatt continuing the same lavish lifestyle he led before prison, along with a new girlfriend. Although, that's never seemed to stop him from swiping right before. How Tinder fails to act on sexual assault complaints and lets rapists hide. New study reveals almost 3/4 of dating app users experience sexual violence. Emily was one of these people. Like the millions of other Australians who have used dating apps, she wanted to meet new people, but she was raped by a man she met on Tinder. A series of texts posted on Facebook caught Emily's attention. A woman had posted screenshots of abusive messages she'd received from a man she met on Tinder. The post was flooded with comments from women who'd received similar messages from the same man. Emily recognized him. This man was her rapist. Her story fits what researchers say is an emerging trend of people being sexually assaulted by someone they've met on a dating app. Emily said she later reported her rapist to Tinder. It felt like a waste of time. It just felt like, why did I bother? Nothing is going to happen from this. The joint investigation found Tinder was failing to respond to victims who reported abusive behavior. How Emily got her rapist off Tinder. Without Tinder's help to get her rapist off the app, she frantically messaged people who had commented on the Facebook post saying they'd been harassed by her rapist. Multiple women shared their experiences with each other and reported his behavior. Emily was astounded it took several women complaining for her report to be taken seriously. It makes me mad that this platform is making money off of people that are being hurt, Emily said. Why are you not employing or having services to help people if you have so much money? Tinder allows perpetrators to delete evidence. Tinder allows offenders to use the unmatch function to block their victims after a rape to delete any trace of their prior communication. That's what happened to Brooke, who went on 3 dates with the man she met on Tinder in 2017. On their third date, they went for a drive. He pulled into a secluded bushland. Brooke said when she asked to go home, the man threw her phone out the window. Brooke said despite her pleas for him to stop, he raped her. The next morning, Brooke wanted to report the attack to Tinder, but the man had unmatched her, deleting their entire chat history. Brooke couldn't even find his profile. It was completely heart-wrenching because there was no proof that we had even spoken to each other, she said. Almost all of those who did hear back from Tinder described a generic message response that provided no information about what, if any, action was taken. Now that we have reached the end, do you believe meeting someone you met online is safe? Waiting for your answers in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to keep up to date with all the latest videos. Thank you for watching.